I told him that the Chinese man in one of the companies was the illegitimate son of a member of the Standing Committee of China. He said that couldn't be true. The guy was born in the United States. I said that those born in the United States are indeed part of the Chinese Communist Party's gene plan. This American-born Chinese is one of the people who controls the secrets of almost all human beings. He has more information than the CIA. I said if one day he sits in the interrogation chair, you will ask him 2 questions: who was behind the Sinovac vaccine? When did Sinovac technology started, and what's the relationship between AI, Sinovac technology, and vaccines?
Hello, my name is Ava. I'm so happy to be here. Hi, Henry. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Ava. Hi, Henry. Very happy to be with you guys and for this broadcasting of taking down CCP.
Hello, Ava. Hello, Richard. Thank you for having me now. And then great to see you here.
Okay, thank you. So let's our Henry to read our PPT. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Please look at the first page. A cumulative analysis of post-authorization adverse events reports, description of missing information. The vaccine adverse event cases regarding pregnancy and lactation primarily occurs in North America and Europe, such as United States, UK, Canada, and so on and so forth. And the pregnancy cases, 274 cases, including 270 mother cases and 4 fetus cases representing 270 unique pregnancies. Pregnancy outcomes for the 270 pregnancies were reported as spontaneous abortion, outcome pending premature birth with neonatal death, spontaneous abortion with intrauterine death, spontaneous abortion with neonatal death, and normal outcome. No outcome was provided for 238 pregnancies. Please look at the next one. Thank you. Breast feeding baby cases in 133 in total, of which 116 cases report exposure to vaccine during the breastfeeding without the occurrence of any clinical adverse events. 17 cases, 3 serious and then 14 non-serious, reported the following clinical events that occurred in the infant exposed to vaccine with breastfeeding: pyrexia, rash, in infant irritability, infantile vomiting, diarrhea, insomnia, and illness, poor feeding infant lethargy, abdominal discomfort, vomiting, allergy to vaccine, increased appetite, anxiety, crying, poor quality sleep, irritation, agitation, pain, and urticaria. Please look at the next one. Thank you. Okay, breastfeeding mother cases. One serious case reported 3 clinical events that occurred in a mother during breastfeeding. These events coded to the PTS, chills, malaise, and pyrexia. One non-serious case reporting with very limited information and without associated AE adverse events. In 4 cases, suppressed lactation occurred in a breastfeeding woman with the following co-reported events: pyrexia, paresis, headache, chills, vomiting, pain in extremity, arthralgia, breast pain, scalp pain, nausea, migraine, myalgia, fatigue, and breast milk discoloration. Conclusion: there was no safety signals that emerged from the review of these cases of use in pregnancy and while breastfeeding. Please look at the next one. Okay, the last one is a post. Communism is the greatest threat to our country since World War I, World War II, Pearl Harbor, or 9/11. President Donald Trump. Okay, thank you, Eva.
Thank you, Henry. Yeah, once the first page of the PPT, I see the 31 number in Canada. That one, I really doubt about the number. Is that exactly, is that number? Richard, you wanna explain more? Because I have a friend like I believe it's a 2-3 friend. Yeah, like a very close friend, and they got a problem for the vaccines about the numbers. I really thought about it. Go ahead, Richard.
Yeah, thank you, Henry. Thank you, Eva. Actually, I have a same concern about this report because as we talked before, that this report was made by Pfizer and delivered to FDA. So we know that both during the pandemic and the COVID vaccine period, so Pfizer and FDA are the main, organization who conduct this genocide, especially through the science journals or the scientific articles, right? Or out of all of this, the data across most of the Western countries, there are only the cases with 42,000 cases reported because of this COVID vaccine. I think it's really far away from the truth because as you Eva said that I also feel that the friends around they had a lot of adverse events or side effects. Also, we remember that there's so many sudden deaths or clot. A lot of severe problems or effects. So obviously, to me, all of these data are like fabricated by FDA. It's not the truth. They are lying. So I think they are conducting a genocide through all of this lying and the fake report. And another issue, Eva, as we know that when we do this broadcasting, a lot of medical words full of all of this scientific report. But now I feel sick of this medical report. Looks like all the current medical or modern medical system is full of the medical words. That's why the doctors they need to get like 8 years to graduate to get the certificate so that they can to treat the patients or get the or like becoming a doctor. So this is a system. To me, it's a system of obedience. All the smart person with the high intelligence, they have to remember all of this words and this and that, so that and after the whole procedure they become obedient to all the authority, to the fake scientific or medical report, to this all of this the nonsense. And yeah, this is my concern about this FDA report to FDA, Pfizer's report to FDA about this COVID-19 vaccine side effect. So it's ridiculous. However.
Thank you, Richard. Yeah, I think so. Because we talk about a long time, and also can you guys remember? One of the Dr. Max William, he talked about one of the family doctor. They after they collect 1,000 people, 1,000 doctor died after government take down the website. And then and the other things that can prove or something, like my friend, they got a cancer, and then they want to transfer the health care from others prevented to BC. Then they can't find a family doctor. So I feel like that's a Canada 31 case. It's a ridiculous. I totally agree with you, Richard. How about Henry? What do you think?
Oh, okay, thank you, Eva. Yeah. So this report actually is collected just for just covered the period between December 2020 to February 2021. So this is the first. The second one is, as we said, this report is prepared by the Pfizer, which is conflict interest of conflict. Number three, I believe that my doctor friends told me, doctors are not encouraged to do report, AE until necessary, because it takes a lot of time, a lot of paperwork without pay, so it's not worth it. The other thing is, if you report a lot, and then probably they will get affected their career. So for this reason, I doubted this one. But even so, this report is scary enough. So by no means will the authorization of the COVID vaccine should be issued. So Eva.
Yeah, so that's a very proof our brother Miles School talk about it. After this pandemic and after this the vaccine, and people cannot trust the government. This is now, like when I talk to my friend, they really do. They not trust. They can't. They are scared. And whenever the doctor, when they say something, they always thought about it. They talk about it right now. So what about Richard? Well, what something happened like this around you?
Yeah, actually, as we know that we are talking about the adverse event of the COVID vaccine during the pandemic. But as you know that recently, more and more information or cases are exposed about, the vaccine. Even before the pandemic, the age category vaccine for the children, they also brought a lot of problems or the threat to the children's health. This is so doctors are the part of the system. They are like involved of this, killing the people and damaging the people's health, especially from the children. And I think it's a time it's a time for us to not choose about this the whole medical issue. And of course, we have a lot of cases, but to us, we realize that there are so many cases, but selectively neglected by the government, by the media, and of course, by the medical company. So most of the people are blind because of the information blocked.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. And you said some people they're bland, and some people they are so chicken because they know the truth, but they are so scared when they talk about it. But sometimes maybe it's need some sometime you speak less, like when maybe they need more time or what, because I really tried this like before a long time before of course I send them my school's broadcast, or like also like don't take the vaccine, and also I tell them even take the vaccine after you take artemisinin. But the people I talked, they listened right now. what I can say, because I said, oh, I'm so happy they know the artemisinin, but they already got the cancer. So it's sad or happy. I sometimes myself is very confused. So how about we have a clip? Let's take a look at Miles School when he talk about it. Then we come back.
所有推广疫苗的黑手的这个疫苗的创始者，共产党是毋庸置疑的，共产党和俄罗斯，啊，还有部分沼泽地，就这简单啊，所有的政府都被利用着，被欺骗者，啊，别把这么多人想那么坏。第二条，最大的问题，现在啊，战友们现在看的啊，现在你们看的，你们去上你电脑去查，疫苗俩字中英文、中法文、德文，你去查，专门。在谷歌，在中国的百度，在雅虎，在所有的搜索引擎和所有的云计算里边，辉瑞制药和中国的科兴疫苗，在过去的6个月里面，改变了人类上所有的大数据。AI 推送，所有大家记住，互联网最大的问题就是我知道你的信息。啊，我拿走了你个人的数据，然后你想，你看了一个枪，你看了一个性视频，你看了一个虐视频，我就可以推这个相同的视频，因为我拿了你的数据嘛，就分析，这叫 AI。所以说这就是最可怕的嘛，人类说互联网的可怕就来这儿。那么 AI 一旦用这个，就你下一步干什么？你怀孕，你买怀孕的什么东西，它都知道了啊，就掌握了你的一切啊。那么这是人类第一次真正的使用 AI， 在全人类上。达到81%啊！记住啊，当你的行为被控制超过40的时候，实际上你就没有自由了。就你想干啥我都知道，我都能影响你。然后这个世界上40%的人相信我的时候，那我想干啥就干啥。现在 AI 你看看，你刚刚说 Google， 只要说疫苗，只要说辉瑞，只要说跟疫苗，都是他的广告，全是说好的。达多少知道吗？87%。真正的背后的黑手是社交媒体的背后的大佬和社交媒体。能控制社交媒体的人是谁呀？世界上还有几个？在深网里边大佬是共产党和俄罗斯，还有伊朗、北朝鲜，这叫邪恶五国啊。美国里边的沼泽地啊，这个时候就要追责。追责的时候是那是流血会死人的，是唯一的政治家抓到了一根稻草，就是用媒体还有医疗界专家证明我做的决定是对的，我做的决定是正确的，甚至我做的决定是无辜的，甚至推给第三方，没有任何招。所以未来你会看到说，我为什么要打疫苗？福奇，法国福奇什么说的啊，专家什么什么的。最后你记住啊，像辉瑞制药、科兴疫苗这些都会被追杀，全部破产。你是不是觉得沼泽地的坏人都会被受惩罚？恰恰相反，这早在计划之中。你本来就是我的炮声，是吧？你听到响的那一刻，你就已经粉身碎骨了。你本来就是我一二踢脚，是吧？我点着了，梆，听一响，当，第二响。是不是？你本来就是我的二踢脚嘛，啊，你就该想嘛，是不是啊？受益者和操作者你是不知道的，牺牲者包括美国现在政府 CDC 专家，包括辉瑞制药现在股市还有那些什么 CEO， 他这些人都是非知情者，极少数人，就像星球大战的最后，你发现穿黑衣服来的人。就那么一个人坐着飞船来了，是吧？那家伙才是最大的坏蛋啊！所以说，兄弟姐妹们，不要恨身边的人，也不要以为全世界都是阴谋者，更不要分左派都是坏人，右派的坏人，右派的坏人比左派也不少啊！没坏人也不分左右派，也不分大恶和小恶。那这个里边啊，真正的万恶之首不是淫，万恶之首真的就是共产党。不是我们要灭共才这么说，始发者、敢执行者就是共产党和那5个国家的哥们儿玩的。 75亿人口就被那100个人玩，就这100个还是多说了，甚至更低。
Yes. How about we take bring out Richard's PPT to let the audience take a look again, and then how about Richard? You still please talk a little bit more, because I really want the audience know, understand how come we go to online. Everything is never have a, it's not much have a negative about the Pfizer.
Yeah, thank you, Eva. Actually, yes. This chart is, the comparison of the top institutional shareholders of Pfizer and Google. But we know that the Pfizer is the main player of the medical company, big farmers, right? And Google is a typical media or social media or media companies, among like Google, YouTube, and Facebook, and all of this. So if you check the two companies that institutional shareholders out of 10, there are 7 the same, 7 shareholder showed in Google and in Pfizer. So if our fellow fighters, you check the other top companies, social media or medical companies, vaccine companies, they have the similar case, similar situation. So this is the root cause of all of these disasters, why it happened.
Thank you, Richard. Yeah, one more thing. Have you 2 days ago, have you guys heard FDA lost in court about the ivermectin? Like you know that. So when they talk about the ivermectin, so for the horse. Horse, people say, oh, most people confused. Oh, it's not for the human being. Before I talk with other people, people or friend, they online when they check, they say, oh my god, that's not for the human being, they for the horse. And then I said, no, they really can help you cure the cancer. But it's a true thing that happened 2 days ago. FDA lost the case. So but we still cannot see, right, on the many places, the media or platform. It's not people, they still don't want people know, because that one is can save a lot of people's life, and very very good, it's not expensive, they cannot earning money. How about Henry, you want to talk about a little bit?
Sure, thank you, Eva. So yeah, just Miles said. So yes, right now we just experience, vaccine, and the pandemic. Okay, so all because of this is, because of, I should say, because of the communism. Can you imagine that when I was a child, I had been told, capitalism is replaced with socialism with the communism, and I didn't question it as if it has been a universal, a truth, self-evident. However, when you grow older and then you travel a lot, read a lot, and meet people a lot from across the world, and then knows a lot about the real history, you will find communism is all BS. Communism, war starts with beautiful empty promises and ends up in hunger, poverty, violence, and war. War. We are experiencing the war, just like Miles pointed out, right? And we are experiencing the death just because of the communism. So what communists do is, my money is mine and your money is still mine. The problem with communism is you eventually run out of the other, people's money, and then it's angrily shared by the entire country. So, and also the other Milton Friedman once said, if one knows just a little about economics, they won't support communism or socialism, because money has to come somewhere. So today, all that Miles do is just what does Miles do? He just think about this. He warned just to the world that the evilness of the CCP. The CCP is a 3AF. The CCP is the illustration of the U.S. into all fronts. He wake up American people as well, the world. He tells the world that the CCP does not represent the Chinese people. He warned the world that not to take the vaccine because it's a bioweapon. So is the COVID virus. You said he is so it's I just speechless. In Chinese there is a Chinese saying which goes, those who gather firewood for others must not be allowed to freeze to death in the snow. Okay, so that's why I feel a little bit bad for Miles. So sorry that he has to experience so much injustice just because what he's doing, and he and his new Federal State of China determined to take down the CCP, okay, to take down the communism. So that's why I believe why in this CCP, in this PowerPoint we focus on communism, and to the end, the Miles is, do not, he is, don't take those, for example, Wang Qishan as enemy. Actually, he just want to fight the communism. So that's why we are here. Oh, okay. Thank you, Eva.
Thank you, Henry. It's a time up, and we just take down the CCP, and then see you next week, same time. Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
down CCP.
Take down
Take down
CCP.
CCP.